What's up YouTube, it's your man BT and I'm back with another video. Man, I'm feeling a certain type of way and I just had to share it, so I'm gonna share it with my YouTube family. I got called back into the office. We've been basically out of the office since the pandemic began. So of course I've developed this comfort level of working from home, and I had to come back in there. You know, it was a big emergency in the office. I had to clear a fucking paper jam. Literally had to clear a paper jam, and it literally took me to have to go back to the office. So first of all, I have to say this. When you go into my company, the first thing you have to do is you have to have your name tag on. And I'm telling you, I put that bandolier around my neck and it weighed a ton. It literally weighed a ton, and I'm sitting there like, man, you know, here we go back to the old routine. Right? So I get to the office and you jump right back into the whole routine. The people that were in the office just like, hey Brad, how are you doing, man? And I'm like, hey, you know, hey, speaking to people along the way. And it just seemed like this journey just was this long walk up to my floor. So I'd say, okay, I put my bags down and I said, okay, I'm gonna get straight to work. So I went into the copy room and I made a few phone calls because there's a series of checks and balances that had to go along with me clearing this paper jam. So I'm calling the company and I'm giving them all this information, and it's like, you know, it was so robotic. It's like I'm jumping right back into the same routine that I was in, you know, pre-pandemic. And I wasn't really even thinking about it. And it was a little time until I got the issue resolved. But during that time, that's what I really wanted to speak about. I'm looking around this place and I'm just like, okay, it's all these empty cubicles, you know, just an endless wall of cubicles, right? And I'm sitting there like, no one's using all of this equipment. It's all this this office automation. And I started thinking about all of this equipment and all of these contracts that the company has, and all of this money that has been spent and basically not being utilized. And it got me to thinking a little bit further. That was depressing enough. But then I started thinking about, man, you know, I've been told by the company that I was underpaid. You know, in my head, when you're being told you've been underpaid, those were the words, you've been underpaid. So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. So I've been underpaid since I've been here. So let's just retroactively give me my money, and you know, I can be on par with the rest of the nation. They're like, oh no, we can't do that. What we're gonna do is we'll just give you increases and bonuses until we catch you up. Well, I normally get raises and bonuses, so you know, as the years go by, I haven't really seen anything but my regular raise. And the bonuses that I receive are basically like, and I did the math, it equates to like 25% of my pay. So I wait a whole year to get a $1 raise and a bonus that the IRS takes the majority of. But I'm looking around this place, I'm like, well, this is my bonus right here. All of these empty docking stations, all of these monitors, all of this unused equipment, but I'm coming in underpaid to handle this company business. And it really just made me feel a certain type of way, you know. It's bad enough to feel underpaid. And this is what I mean by underpaid. During this pandemic, I had to pick up a second job. So I'm working 2 jobs. I'm getting off from my normal job and I'm going to this second job working just to get extra money, make ends meet. You know how it is. So I'm doing all of this extra work and selling things on Marketplace and going to vendor events, all these things to earn this extra money, to supplement the money that I'm being underpaid at the company. And that whole experience was just so overwhelming for me. But at the same time, it was a good experience. It was a good experience because it really did solidify my belief that I've garnished over the course of the last couple of years, that I'm not working in my purpose. I'm not living a life that is in line with my purpose and the things that I want to do, the things that make me happy. And as a result, of course, these things are going to make you, absolutely miserable. So as time went on, the more I got on YouTube, the more I got into content creation. It's just like I look at the whole work thing completely different. It's just like a means to an end. I mean, I'm not in a position where I can just say, okay, I'm not gonna work anymore. I can't just, turn in this heavy ass badge and be done with it. But at the same time, it does, reaffirm for me that that's not the place for me, So I just wanted to shoot a quick video and just tell you, man, if you think you're undervalued at your job, 9 times out of 10, you are undervalued. You're underpaid, you're overworked. And that's the whole point. But to look around the company and see all of these things, all of these thousands and thousands. And I think of all the stuff that I put on Marketplace. $60 here, $40 there, $30 there. And then I'm seeing, like 6 unused electric pencil sharpeners, docking stations piled up from floor to ceiling that are in working condition but not being used, excess, loads and loads and loads of paper, being delivered, and toner being delivered that the company has fulfillment contracts on. So the company is paying for all of this. So I'm not being paid correctly. I'm not being paid. I'm underpaid, undervalued, but I'm underpaid, but there is money for all this extra shit that the company doesn't even use. I didn't want this to sound like a gripe. It's just impromptu. I couldn't wait to get out of there and to get back to the master store so I can shoot this video. Yes, it's on company time. But I just had to take a second and to tell you, man, if you really are feeling a certain way about your job, I know it's going around. Everybody's like, I'm not going back to work. I'm stepping into my purpose. I'm starting my own this, or I'm going to go the entrepreneurial route. And I really, really appreciate that. And I also appreciate the people who are going to work every day, the people who do feel valued at their job and they're happy to be there, and they are, or someone that's just not in a position or not motivated or just doesn't want to do anything else. They don't want to be an entrepreneur. They don't want to work for themselves. They're happy with the name badge and the khakis and that whole thing, which for them, hey, if it works for you, great. But just going back to that office for that short amount of time, I was there probably an hour, and that 1 hour did so much for me in terms of reaffirming what I've been feeling for the last couple of years. It's just that, I don't really have a place there. I'm walking around seeing all these people, and I'm in jeans and a sweater, and all I see are these people with their company logo shirts on, and I got a stack of those in my closet. I just don't want to wear them because I'm like, hell, I'm branded enough having to wear this name badge and speak to these people on the phone and offer up all of this information. What's your email address, and what number can I best reach you on? What's the best time to reach you? And I'm like, man, I've been in the company world, in the folds of the company for so many years now, and it's almost like I would rather be making a whole lot less working for myself, to start than working for them feeling the way that I felt going in there today. So I just wanted to do a quick video and just let you know, man, if it's something that you want to do out here, and don't get stuck in a rut. Don't give this system, this company, whatever it is, don't give them all of your time, all of your energy, and basically your money as well. Because if you're underpaid, then the company is using that money elsewhere. It's just my thoughts, man. I'm BT Bonner, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.